You might be wondering, how do artists, fashion illustrators, or even fashion designers themselves or whatsoever makes their sketched models to be somewhat like this? Skin shades being more somewhat like semi-realistic, much more appealing, more detailed, and much more aligned on how artists visualize their desired fashion figures to be. Well, you are in the right place. Yeah, because in this video, I will be giving you some simple and basic tricks and tutorials as well on how to do it based on my gained knowledge. So without further ado, let's start this video. First and foremost, you need to find or consider the most convenient digital sketching platforms or app that is available for you. In my case, I've been using Ibis Paint X ever since I started doing digital sketches, maybe around 2.5 years already. And I must say is that Ibis Paint X is truly an A-list app. And it's free on mobile device, and it also works on Android phones. Yeah, just like mine. And so it's quite reasonable. It's worth it. Yeah. So disclaimer, by the way, this video is not sponsored, but Ibis Paint X, baka naman. Anyways, let's go back to the main point of this video. After identifying your desired digital platforms, it's time to make your sketched fashion models to look like this. So I have already prepared my sketched models without skin color, only the outline of how she looks like, as well as her poses. And now it's time for us to give a life to it. So let's start. So let's add first another layer for the skin. So for someone like me who is not an expert on human skins, I usually rely on skin color reference, because when I did it on my own without any reference at all, my model's skin is too bright, sometimes too dark, and sometimes it even looks like it has a HEPA because of its sort of like a yellowish brown skin tone. And honestly, I just don't like it because it's so unnatural, visually unnatural. And so that's why I preferably use reference, or to rely on reference. Yeah, I mean there's nothing bad with that, you know. Anyways, this photo reference is what I always use. So I originally downloaded it from Pinterest, and this is really conveniently helpful for me. So my favorite skin tone here is apparently porcelain, the amber, and the natural skin tone also. But I mostly use the natural skin tone because apparently it is much more natural, I think. And yeah, much more realistic, something like that. So in this video, I will going to use the natural skin tone. So let's add this color. So let's put this layer under the original lifeless figure. So I normally does this, guys, in order for me to see the outline and to know exactly where to put the colors perfectly. Also in order for it not to exceed or to go beyond the outline. So let's continue the coloring session. So as you can see, I put the color to every sides and corners carefully inside the outline. So in the time that I will going to blend it, later, then there are no longer white colors that is apparently visible. So yeah. And now I'm fully done with the coloring session sort of thing. Yeah. And now it's time for us to change the color for our outline. So a much darker shade for the natural brown skin tone is what we're going to use for the outline. So in my case guys, I usually put another color to cover the original black color on the same layer. So I normally does this guys with the same layer, because if I add another layer to cover the original line, it just became messy and much more work to do, and it's just so not my thing. And so I just simply cover it using the same layer. It's way faster that way. Yeah. Okay guys, so I am already done covering the original black outline with a much darker brown shade, and I leave the eyes the way as it is because it is quite off if I also cover it with with brown, so it is so unnatural to see. Anyways, it's time to go to the next step and the final step, and that is the blending. In order to make our fashion figure, our model, to look better and much more appealing. Yeah. So let's start the blending session. So in this step guys, I normally use the blurring tool. So speaking of that, you can easily find it in that paintbrush icon right there. Click it, yes, and there you will see the different sketching tools, and you will see a raindrop icon, and that is named blur. Yeah, sort of, and just click it, and then it will navigate you to the blurring tool. Yeah. And then you can also adjust the size of it to make the desired size of blending as you want. Yeah, and also you can use it for the smaller portions of your model, such as the face, the nose most specifically, and also the hands and fingers. Yeah, and I would say that these smaller portions or narrow portions of my fashion figure model is the most challenging part of this tutorial, and so that's why I leave it first and just go back to it after I finish the parts that are the easiest to blend. So the easiest to blend here is probably the waist part, yeah, the leg part, the part. Anyways, that's it. So let's continue with the blending session, guys. And now here is the final look of my digitally sketched fashion model. As you can see, it is much more appealing, more semi-realistic, and much more giving fashion figure vibes. It's not that perfect, but I hope you like it. I really do hope so. Yeah. And after that, you can now draw over it your most stunning and unique fashion look ideas, whether it is an everyday look fashion, a pageantry vibes look, and even creative design, just like this one. Yeah. You can even wear makeup on it, put some hair and hair accessories just like this. It's basically up to you. So, yeah. I hope you find this video tutorial very helpful. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like and also subscribe. That would be a great help for an aspiring YouTuber content creator like me, and I will truly appreciate that. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell to be updated for my future uploads. See you again on my next video. Once again, this is Dan Almana. Thank you, and as always, stay fabulously happy amazing.